Hey guys, I am back finally. I'm going to be making some new soaps. I was holding off on making more videos because I wanted to wait until I got a microphone. And, well, I got here today, and I've been sitting here for half an hour wasting time trying to figure out how to use it and to get it to record. My computer just isn't recognizing it. It's one of the ones that goes into the audio jack, and it's just not showing up. My webcam that I tape with is showing up, of course, because that's how I record sound, currently and up until now. But I think what I need to do is to get a USB microphone and to do that. So I apologize if the sound is bad. I have my dehumidifier shut off, and I'm going to try to talk right into the microphone here on the webcam in hopes that you can hear me better and it doesn't sound like I'm in a tin can or anything. But believe me, I'm working on it. Hopefully in the near future you guys don't have to deal with crappy sound anymore. But let's talk about the soap I'm doing. I'm going to call this soap Bombay Mojitos, because my favorite type of mojitos are made with Bombay Sapphire gin instead of rum. Rum's just too sweet for me, and I really like gin and citrus. I think it tastes amazing. So I want to make a soap that smells like that. I got inspired to do this just randomly. I don't know, yesterday I just was overwhelmed with creativity and I thought I want to make this soap. In here, my essential oils. It is mostly lime essential oil, touch of spearmint, touch of peppermint, and just a tiny bit of fir needle. That's supposed to mimic the gin. I don't have any juniper berry essential oil, which is, the main ingredient in gin and the main thing that gives it that sort of piney taste. If you don't like gin, you say, oh, it tastes like pine cones. If you do like gin, you can tell that it's a little more complex than that. But for the soap, I'm doing just a touch of fir needle to get that point across. I'm sure the lime is going to fade a lot, which disappoints me, but that's why I went so heavy on the lime. This is actually going to be a smaller soap just because I wanted to build the soap around how much lime essential oil I had. So, alright, enough jabbing. My goal for this, enough jabbing, and let me keep jabbing. The goal is a tiger stripe or a tiger swirl with 2 different colors of green and some bentonite clay and sort of like a grayish whitish layer. So, and I have aloe juice as my lye liquid. So let's go ahead. Now I'm going to quit jabbing. I've got some mango butter as a super fat I'm adding. I'll add that with my essential oils once we're all at trace. And I'll catch back up with you guys when I'm about ready to mix my colors up and get pouring. Now it's blending time. Alright, we're at a nice thin trace here. No need to overblend. I don't want it to be thick, obviously, but I'm pretty sure with these essential oils it's not going to get thick. I don't want it too thin, really, but it's definitely emulsified. And I'm going to go ahead and separate it out in between my clay here and then my micas. I got a new mica from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It's just a sample, free sample with my order. It's Granny Smith apple or Granny Smith green, some kind of Granny Smith bright green. I don't know if in the cup you'll be able to tell. This is my regular green mica that I had from Brambleberry, which I love because all my other green micas fade. But this Granny Smith one, this bright one, does not fade either. I made some soap clay for an upcoming project, and I used that just to kind of test it out, and it stayed exactly the same. So that was another reason why I was really inspired to do this. I thought, I've got multiple shades of green now, let's do it up. I'm just sort of remixing the oil in with the mica. I did all this last night. I was so pumped to make all of this soap. I got it all prepped up and just couldn't sleep, but I haven't stirred it since then. Instead of tall and skinny bars, they're going to be more like squares, or at least shorter rectangles. They'll probably end up weighing about 4 ounces, 3.5 to 4 instead of the normal going on 5 that they do when I do a full 2 pounds of oil batch. This is 1 pound of olive oil, 1 pound 4 ounces actually. It was the perfect amount to go with the amount of essential oils I'm using. Sometimes I build my recipe amounts around what I have. Smells really good. I know that lime's not going to be quite as sharp after the cure, which really bums me out, but it smells really good now. And I went very light on the mint oils and that fir needle just because I don't want those to be the only thing that you smell after the cure. I really want there to be some bit of lime left, so we'll see, I guess. We'll see what happens. This is quite liquidy, so I think it'll be an interesting tiger swirl. If you know me, I know I'm not very good at the names of the different kind of swirls, but what I mean when I say tiger swirl is you just kind of pour a stripe, a different color, pour a stripe, and you're just basically pouring, and then it kind of stripes itself as you go. So that's what I'm doing. Call it whatever you want. Alright, here's my beautiful Granny Smith apple green. This also happens to be the green week for Soap the Rainbow that Brambleberry's doing on Instagram. I don't get much attention from her on Instagram. I think she knows I don't spend that much at Brambleberry. That could be just me overthinking it, but I figure I might as well work on a green soap during the green week. Did a blue soap last night. I remade Pacific Tea. And that'll be next week. And I've got some purple ones coming up, one of which I'll make tonight. Probably won't post those pictures on Instagram till Purple Week though. Okay, that's mixed. And here's my Kelly green, or whatever the heck the green that I normally use is called. Get it all mixed in. It smells so good. I wonder if anyone else, any mojito drinkers out there, or any gin drinkers have ever tried a gin mojito. I'm not much of an alcohol drinker, to be honest. It's probably been 5 years since I had a gin mojito. A Bombay Sapphire mojito to be specific, because I do not mess with any other gin. It's been a long time since I've had one. It sounds really good. And it's summertime now. And it kind of, you know, I just kind of thought that would make a nice soap. But if you do like gin, or you like mojitos in general, try it with gin. Try a gin mojito. You would be surprised how well the flavors go together. I think they're amazing. I actually tried a regular rum mojito once, and it was just like, I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't for me. You can put a good 2 or 3 shots of gin in a gin mojito, though. You can barely taste it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, instead of clay, light green, dark green, boom, 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 I think I'm gonna go kind of like this, maybe? We'll see. I'm just gonna kind of see what happens. It's very liquidy still, so this might be interesting. It might be more, it might start looking a little drop swirly, but the colors all together are gonna be nice, so I gotta move this back because my butt of my cup was bonking it. Okay. Just get a nice base layer. I'm gonna just cover the whole bottom with that, basically. Ooh, I don't want to spill. Yeah, I've got a lot of videos planned. If you subscribe to my channel and you've been wondering where the heck I've been, I had my tonsils out, and as an adult, let me tell you, it freaking sucked. It was terrible. Way longer recovery than I even expected, because I'm not one of those people that is going to take, like, oh, I'm having surgery, I'm just going to take it easy for a week. It's like, no, I'm having surgery, I want it to be over with, I want to be back to being a person again. And it took way longer than I thought. It was awful. I mean, I'm happy it's gone, and I'm, you know, mostly 100% right now. I have slight soreness, but it's nothing like it was. I couldn't even eat or drink water there for a couple days. I think this is going to be way more of a drop swirl than a tiger swirl, guys. I'm too thin over here, but that's okay. I think it's still going to turn out really pretty. Yeah, we're swirling in here. That's okay. I'm really not mad at it. Whoops. I'm only going to do one pass of this because it's light green, because it's in the middle, I'm running out of it faster. This one could surprise me though. This one could turn out really different. I don't know. It's all just dropping right in there. Usually a tiger swirl, you can kind of like see the layers happening, and it's very layered looking. This is looking like a drop swirl for sure. That's okay though. All the micas that I have that fade out in cold process and my little drizzle bottles here, I'm going to drizzle all of those on the top of this one because I can't really use them in the soap batter, but they stay really pretty as a mica drizzle, so they're gonna shine today. When you go heavy with this one, I've got a lot of that green. There we go. Got about evened it up. We might still hit some tiger swirliness. It might just be kind of wispy on the sides. I honestly don't know. I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna get with this. No idea. Almost out of soap. Yeah, this week I remade all of the Epic Beard soaps that needed remade. I did Charming a while back, and all the others I was still selling the old look before I remade them, but they all sold out. I had a big Father's Day sale. It all sold out, so I made them all again, and oh, they're just looking really nice on my curing rack there. And I also did, yeah, the Pacific tea. I think I said that earlier. Really happy with the swirls on that one. Oh my goodness. Did do a video for that because I thought, I already did a video when I did it the first time. Of course, it looks a tiny bit different, but I don't want to bombard you with the same crap all the time. Okay, so this is the drizzle. I'm just gonna, or the, you know, what's left over. It's not really going in. I'm gonna kind of get it everywhere on the top. The idea to do the bentonite clay instead of white with this came from an Epic Beard soap though. I do that as the top layer in the Epic Beard Classic soap, and I just really like how subtle the color is. It's just a slight light heather gray, like the tiny little specks, the dark specks in there, with just a nice light gray base. I just think it's really pretty and cool looking. Whew, excuse me, that was a very unladylike giant belch. Alrighty, enough yammering. Time for some beautiful drizzles and then a swirl on top. I'm gonna go over to the top with the green here. This one's called Mysterioso green. Fades completely when you saponify it in soap. It'll look nice on top here. This one's called Designer Green. All of these literally fade to nothing. All these drizzle ones at least. Even when you find a mica that doesn't hold up in cold process, you know, you can find a use for it. Some people like sparkly, like sprinkling dry glitter and stuff on top of their soaps. Personally, I don't like that at all. I don't want glitter all over the place. I just don't want that. I know that's sort of blasphemy in the soap making community. Everybody loves glitter, but I don't. I'd rather have a little bit of sparkle in this way, and then it doesn't go all over the place really. It'll rinse off within the first couple uses of the soap. I think the glittery soaps look pretty, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be a hater right now. I just think they're messy. That's the whole thing. Just glitter everywhere. Kind of drives me nuts. That one was turquoise. Mica. This was just plain green. Also fades to absolute nothingness in soap though. Okay. I think that's enough drizzling. I'm going to do very simple swirls. I'm going to go back and forth and then joop, 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 joop like that. That's my goal today. I'm not going deep either. I don't want to mess up what might be a tiger swirl in there. The last time I did a tiger swirl, my soap was much, much thicker, and that was honestly like a bajillion years ago. Okay. That's pretty. Boop. All right, I dig it, I dig it. It's very liquid, so I'm going to be careful, but I want to lift it up for you to see. Can you see without the glare here? Glare's kind of weird. I am going to take a wet top photo here. So I'll post that in too before I cut it, and then you guys can watch me cut it. It'll be in the future, it'll be tomorrow, but you can watch it right now. See you. Alright guys, I'm back. Here is my cute little loaf of Bombay Mojito soap. It's actually been 2 days. Tesla did not take a nap yesterday, ended up doing a bunch of other stuff, and at nighttime I had a big wholesale order to do, so I didn't have time to cut this. I didn't cut the ends off out of sheer curiosity, and I did get what looks like a pretty friggin' cool tiger swirl. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these now and also stamp them. I've found that with the heavy, even heavier water discount that I've been doing, I got to stamp right away or they're going to crack on me, and that sucks. So I don't want them to do that. So we'll go ahead and cut them and then stamp them up here. See what we got. Also, it smells so good. It smells so good. The lime is a little bit faded. I'm sure it might fade a little bit more as it cures, but I think it's the perfect blend. At first it was very lime heavy with a little bit of mint, and now I think it's all kind of evening out. It smells just fabulous. I'm really excited about it. You can't determine that there's fir needle in there either. You don't smell it and think, oh, it smells like pine or anything. It's just a little hint of something extra that I think is nice. And you know what? I just realized I left my dehumidifier on. Let me shut that off for sound purposes because I don't have that mic yet, so just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I am looking at a microphone online now. The thing I got before was just a cheap, you know, kind of piece of crap one, and obviously it didn't even work. I think I'm going to invest in like a fancier microphone so I don't end up having one that lasts for now and then I gotta buy a new one eventually anyways. That's the point of that. Ooh, ooh. I really love that. I think the greens turned out beautiful. I love when the layers of the soap have different textures. Like you can tell the clay layer is sunken in just a tiny bit compared to the green. I think that sort of stuff is really fun. So let me go ahead and stamp as I go. Stamp fits perfectly on these little miniature bars. Oop. Press a little bit harder. And there we are, stamped too. Sorry about that. That was my computer saying, hey, get Windows 10. And I'm like, no thank you. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I know Chris upgraded to Windows 10 on his laptop and ended up screwing everything up, so I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. There we go. Look at these little cuties. Little cuties. Let me stamp. I've been spritzing alcohol on the tops of my loaves. I finally remembered to get a spray bottle and fill it with alcohol to do that because I've noticed with my Castile soaps I almost always get a ton of soda ash, and I don't hate it, but I don't love it. But I've been spritzing and it kind of ruins the pattern on top. And I tried spritzing beforehand with another soap, and it was a goat milk soap, and it kind of like curdled it. So I'm just thinking at this point I might say screw the alcohol and just have the soda ash, because I don't know. I think it's the lesser of two evils in this case. So pretty. These are perfect little squares too. I'm happy that that amount, you know, they're basically squares instead of rectangles, and I think that's a fun little shape. All right. Really pleased with the way these turned out. It's funny, I definitely was worrying, did I get a tiger swirl or not? It was so fluid, but that's exactly what I was going for, and I love how it goes up on the side. So I did have it at the correct level of thickness. So go me. Whoopsie. I bonked you guys. Sorry about that. Dun, 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 all stamped. So cool. It's still green in the Soap the Rainbow week this week too, so if I get these, hope to get some photos of this taken today so I can upload this video today and go ahead and post to Instagram. It's a very overcast day out today. We had a storm early this morning, so I think I might even go outside and take some photos. Usually I just go by one of my sunnier south-facing windows, and I've been setting up there, and I do get pretty good photography lighting in that spot. But on the cloudier days, I really have to go outside and just be in the complete indirect sunlight of a cloudy day. So that is on my to-do list. Tesla is actually with my dad right now. They went to my grandma's house to go swim in the pool at her condo, and I'm kind of jealous, but I've got to go to my post-op appointment here in about an hour. I'm getting the work done beforehand. They're off swimming and having fun. Tesla's the only great-grandbaby that lives anywhere near my grandma, too, so I really like that they're able to spend some time together. I've got 3 cousins, and between them, they've got, let me see, 7 grandkids, or kids themselves. That'd be great-grandkids to my grandma. She doesn't get to see any of them. I don't think she's maybe met them once or twice, so they live all the way out in Colorado. So I want her to get to be around her great-grandbaby as much as she can. So everybody else is really far away. Oh, these are turning out really nice. Can't stop sniffing them, too. And you know what? I bought some limes yesterday, and I bought some mint. Chris's cousin left a bottle of Bombay Sapphire in my freezer, like, when we first started with Game of Thrones. I guess he met some girl and then quit coming over to watch Game of Thrones on Sundays, and he left his booze here, so it's Friday. I might have a gin mojito tonight. Why the hell not? Then we got one left. Look how cute these are. I really like the way this turned out. Boop! Petite little cuties. Alright, yeah, there's that last one. Definitely what I was going for. I know the lighting's hitting this kind of weird. Hopefully when I take some photos outside, the greens pop a little bit more. They don't look so washed out like they do in this light. I did find, of course, I hid it again for myself. I was going through some tote bags I had upstairs. I found a big power strip plug thing that I want to swap out for down here. Of course, I put it away again without thinking of it. I'm going to go up today and dig that out again, and hopefully this one flickering light quits flickering, because that's annoying. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Well, there you have it. That is Bombay Mojitos Castile soap with aloe vera and lime, peppermint, spearmint, and a little bit of fruity essential oil. Well, my AC just kicked on, so that's going to be loud again. But anyways, here's everything. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this soap. Lots more videos to come, so if you've subscribed, I appreciate that, and I will have a lot more good content for you coming up. All right, thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.